It's time for Access the Experts from the University of Nebraska at Omaha with your host, Brandon Axamit.
Hello and welcome to another edition of Access the Experts on News Channel Nebraska, where every Tuesday and Thursday, University of Nebraska at Omaha faculty members answer today's questions facing our state. Now today we have the pleasure of hearing from Dr. Mary Perkinson, who is an associate professor at UNO's School of Music. So Mary, today's question is, are there types of music that are scientifically proven to relieve or exacerbate stress? What types of music are they, and how or why do they affect the brain and our emotions in the way they do?
Thank you, Brandon, for such an important and fascinating question. For centuries, music has been used by cultures to enhance well-being and improve health. While there is a fair amount of research that shows the efficacy of music listening for stress relief, there is little research about the components responsible for this efficacy. However, some broad themes studied within Western music include tempo, rhythm, harmony, and melody, all of which have been shown to reduce listeners' heart rates, reduce blood pressure, and lower the stress hormone cortisol. So let's break down these musical components. When we talk about tempo, we're talking about a steady beat. And research has shown that right about 70 beats per minute reduces stress. So here's an example. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's move on to rhythm next. So when we talk about rhythm, we're talking about the amount of space between notes or the length of notes. So we want the rhythm to be steady and consistent throughout because research has shown that this is the most effective way in reducing stress through music. 1, 2, 3, 4. So even though it's a bossa nova, we're still hearing the same rhythm at a steady, consistent rate over and over again. Lastly, let's talk about melody and harmony. So we're thinking about Western music's standard tonal progressions that sound good to our ears and make sense to us. And we're also talking about notes within a narrow range. So I'm not going to play a piece from here, my lowest note, to here, one of my highest notes. Rather, a more narrow range. Here's an example of that type of piece. In closing, yes, science shows that music reduces stress. Exactly why is still being discovered, but some things that contribute to the stress relief are tempo, right around 70 beats per minute, consistent steady rhythm, and familiar harmonies and melodies. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to talk with you and to play for you.
Thank you, Mary, for sharing your expertise on that topic. I'm Brandon Axamit. We'll see you next time on Access the Experts.
Access the Experts, presented by the University of Nebraska at Omaha. If you have questions, submit them on our website. Then join us every Tuesday and Thursdays at 6:46 a.m. and p.m. while we answer your questions.